Like, girl, you got a purple head.
Fly away with me. Come and 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 fly away with me.
So, wait, before you ask, you want to know, what did this girl do to her hair? What did you do to your hair? Well, see, what had happened was, listen, we all on lockdown, okay? So I can't go out to my provider meetings anymore because we're on lockdown. We don't want to take a chance with this COVID going around. So provider meetings are on hold until the end of May. So I said, I got bored. I got bored in the house. So let me just do something that I wouldn't normally do. And because I would never do this to go to my provider meetings, I would never wear a color like this. This is so bold. But since I'm gonna be in the house, I decided, why don't you experiment? But Melanin's our darling don't know about this. This is very, very strange right now. This may last about 2 days. Yeah, I was bored. Okay, let's get into this sit down video.
Some space to think this through. Call me on now.
What's good, everyone? It is your girl Erica, actually known as Melanin Darling. That's right, that is my Instagram name. It is somewhere across the screen here. So if you have an Instagram, go ahead and follow your girl. Don't forget the dot. That's very important. When you say it, say Melanin Darling. Okay? This is so different for me. But hey, Corona got us all in the house, so I don't have to go to any meetings. I don't have to do my PRN floor nursing job until later next week. So I just was in here playing in my hair, and this is what happened. And I really don't know. I really don't know about it. Reasons I left bedside nursing. I left bedside nursing after 4 years, 3.5 to 4 years of working on the floor. And it's not because, oh, I was tired of dealing with patients. No, it's not that. I loved taking care of the patients. So I liked that aspect of it. One of the reasons I left after 3.5 years, to prevent nurse burnout. Now, I've heard a lot about nurse burnout, and I felt like around that time, towards the end of that 3-year mark, I was getting close to it. Because nurse burnout, it comes from being overworked, understaffed, unappreciated. I just was not trying to get there. I didn't want to get to the point of no return. I wanted to have me a full-time job that I really loved, and that was a little bit less stress, and I can go back to the floor as needed. So I wanted to prevent getting to that point of where, oh my gosh, I want to leave nursing completely, because a lot of nurses get there. Nursing can be very testing, very stressful, especially if you're a new nurse and you're going on the floor. It may be days where you are crying in your car, you are feeling anxious before you go into the shift, because you don't know what you're gonna get. Every day is different. You never know what that day is gonna be like or what that shift is going to bring you. So you're anxious about going in. Or let's talk about when you leave from your shift. You are thinking, oh my gosh, did I do this right? Did I forget to do this? Oh, should I call them? So it can be very stressful and very anxiety driven at times, but it's okay. You have to just learn how to control it with your mind and just go in there strong-minded, positive, do the best you can, and leave it at that. Okay, follow the orders and you will be okay. Another reason, I feel like upper management, sometimes they make decisions and changes without thinking about how it would affect floor workers, the CNAs, the nurses. So it's always a lot of changes that upper management makes without much thought about how it will affect the workers. So that was another issue. Work hours. At first I was doing 8-hour shifts, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to find me a job that's 12 hours because I can work longer hours but less days. So I liked the 12-hour shifts at first, but then it's like 12 hours of I don't know what I'm gonna get. Yeah, But the biggest thing about the hours where you would have to work every other weekend. And I wanted a job where I had normal hours and I can have weekends and holidays off and still get paid for the holidays. So I missed that. So that's another thing. The hours for nursing, it is flexible because you can work night shift, evening shift, day shift. Some jobs that you do 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. But I just wanted, I don't know, the before nursing shift back for some reason. I think we all do at some point. Then speaking of the work hours, as a nurse, you are never, 9 times out of 10, never going to get out of there on time. Now, I did get to a point in my career of floor nursing where I was ahead of everything. And so I was able to handle any incident that came at end of shift very quick. So the latest I would get out would be about 20 or 30 minutes. But there are some times when you can get out of your shift 2 hours late because it's so much you have to do, so much documentation you have to do. And if you have an incident and you don't have everything else complete, that puts you behind. You have to call the family, call the doctor, put in any new orders. So with the hours, you're 9 times out of 10 never getting out on time. One tip I do have for you guys on that is just be prepared. Be ahead. It's a lot of ways you can stay ahead of that so that if you do get an incident, something unexpected happened on your shift, you have time because you were 2 steps ahead already. Another thing is the risk of bringing illness home to your family from work. You know, any disease or virus, that's a big risk. You got to think about the needle sticks and things like that. The risk of being injured, whether that is from lifting a patient, you know, get a back injury if you're not doing it correctly, arm, shoulder. And then not only those type of injuries, the type of injury where if you're working on a memory care unit, they may bite, spit, pull hair, or whatever because they be fighting. Or if you're working in behavioral health, now you know you have to be very careful. When they have mental illness, sometimes they don't know what they're doing or the intent is to harm you. So I've been in those situations. It's very scary at times. And then bad attitudes from coworkers. I deal with it and I don't let it affect me. But at the same time, who wants to work with coworkers with bad attitudes? I don't care if it's doctors, nurses, CNAs. It's too much, okay? Work together, people. It's a collective effort to take care of people. So stop with the bad attitudes. If you had a bad day, leave that at home, okay? Pick it back up when you leave. Drama in the workplace. I would say I didn't have to deal with this because I didn't deal with drama in high school. I stayed to myself. So what makes you think I'm going to deal with drama in the workplace? No, we are not teenagers. There shouldn't be any drama in the workplace. But sadly, there is. There has been some instance where I've been kind of thrown in drama, but I just throw it right back. I just push it over there because I'm not putting that extra stress on my plate. We're in a stressful industry already, so I'm not gonna get into any drama. But I have had some instances, and then I'll probably do some story times on that. But what I mean by drama in the workplace, it's a lot of male nurses now coming into nursing, but it's a lot of female nurses. And you know, females can be very catty, gossipy, chatty, jealous. So you have the drama, and don't let it be a building full of female nurses with one male nurse and he cute on the floor, okay? Even if you don't want him and he talks to you, you're gonna get all kind of smack from them nurses who really want him. It's just leave the drama alone. But those are some reasons that people choose to leave bedside, would be drama. The main reason would be I did not want to get to nurse burnout. I still wanted to come back and work as needed. So yeah, I didn't want to get to the point of no return. That would be my number one. And all the other reasons, those are reasons that people do leave the bedside. So now I have my full-time job where I work from home on the phone. Then I pick up a PRN shift as needed on the floor, so I never lose my floor skills. I just would like to tell you guys, if you are at the point where you feel like you are getting close to nurse burnout, just look for a different type of nursing and do floor nursing part-time or as needed if you can. If you are already at nurse burnout, you would know. You would feel like, I'm just done with nursing. I don't want to work in nursing at all anymore. I'm gonna go work at Macy's. If you are completely done, I would still recommend look at the different types of nursing you can do. Nursing is so flexible. It's so many things you can do that has nothing to do with the bedside. So just relax, keep calm, take a deep breath, go to Google, Indeed, and type in non-bedside LPN jobs, non-bedside RN jobs, office LPN jobs, office RN jobs, call center nursing jobs, transitional care management, which is chronic care management, case management, utilization review. I've mentioned these all in so many of my past videos, but I want you guys to really get out there and start looking, okay? Don't let yourself get to nurse burnout. It's okay if you don't want to be a floor nurse anymore. I think it's good to start off as a floor nurse when you first get out of nursing school, because you're gonna get a lot of experience. You're gonna grow. If you think you're not strong enough for floor nursing, don't worry. It's going to make you strong, okay? Trust me, it will. There is different types of stress with each and every job. You just have to find one that's worth tolerating. Stress that's worth tolerating, okay? Find a full-time job that comes with a lower level of stress, but you're always gonna have that stress with every job. Something you're not gonna like, but is it something you can deal with? That's what you have to ask yourself. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and click that thumbs up. Like this video, comment down below any suggestions or videos you would like to see or topics you would like to discuss. Share this video and subscribe if you want more. I will be doing more nursing related videos, hauls, vlogs, story time, and topics that you guys suggest. So go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching.